I'd like to talk about Mr. Wagner's personal
Can we just come back
background.
to women's
Because
rights for a second? No, let's talk.
Although I would first like to ask Maida to shut up. Secondly,
Wow.
I'd like to thank you, Maida. Mr. Wagner's personal story, because honestly, you're educated in what? Particle theory and
Particle physics.
My fault. And what was it? No, economics. Was what it
Economic
was.
theory.
Okay, economic theory. So
Did
you're
you
in the
show
ivory tower.
contempt for the fact that he has a degree from about particle
No,
theory?
I'm.
See,
I'm
this is just
extremely
particle
impressed.
physics. Republicans and their contempt for science. What can we say, people?
Contempt
What can
for
we
science.
see?
Okay. But
Aren't we gonna get to his?
particle theory. Yes,
Just let
I'm
him-
extremely impressed.
Can you share
that
with
you have a
us some of
degree
your
in
story?
particle theory.
Some of my story.
Malloy, you shut up now.
Some of your story.
He's been fine. Yes, I grew up in Farmville, Virginia. As you know, it's a very tiny town. Not much going on socially, but it is a strong town with a strong community. I grew up there on a farm with my several brothers and sisters and family, and I left it to go to Massachusetts to MIT, and there studied economic theory and particle physics.
Right.
How
You
nice
did.
for you.
That was undergraduate. Rather?
Yes.
Okay. And what makes you think that, as someone with extensive training,
Were you a
in
business
science,
owner prior to this? What was your experience as a?
Yeah.
Well,
prior
I worked
to
on a
this?
farm, and I had to frequently count crates, count bushels. What was the question?
Just like tell us about
Why
yourself.
are you fit to be Virginia governor, given that your entire labor experience involves working on a farm and that you don't have any education or training for the job?
So, because as you've clearly stated, you never owned a business or were part of anything before
Or actually
this,
have any political experience,
It's
or
whatsoever.
were a lawyer like every other politician.
or even part of a party that's ever held office
I see myself
of the
fit.
governorship
Or
here.
actually hold a reasonable ideology. No. Sorry.
I see myself fit to govern due to my high education and simply from the abundance of in control in this state.
I'm sorry, you think you're fit to govern because you sought higher education?
I mean, he has an undergraduate degree. It's not exactly
Higher
a lot of
education.
people have undergraduate degrees. Let's be real. Okay.
Wait, what?
But
What?
sorry, what was the last thing you said? Something the abundance in the state or something? I didn't quite catch that.
The abundance of in control in the state.
The abundance of.
Sorry, should I dumb it down for you?
If you would, please. I'm afraid we're not all super erudite here.
As me and Moy have clearly never attended college, as you have.
So the abundance of in control. I'm not making sense of that phrase. Would you
What is the?
speak to me like an idiot, Mr. Wagner?
Yes, Malloy here is no savant.
There is an abundance of irresponsibility.
Irresponsibility. I thought you said in control. I must have been mistaken.
So,
Yes.
are you arguing with the lack of control Richmond has, or the lack of what was it that you said just now?
He said there's an abundance of irresponsibility, and that makes him fit to govern. I don't follow the reasoning at all.
What makes you
I'm sorry, I'm an
responsible that
idiot.
you worked on a farm?
And also, why does this like you're like constructing this meta narrative where there's this like dark like maelstrom of irresponsibility, and you're like the messiah, and like you're like the chosen one to like solve the irresponsibility. I don't understand where that comes from. It doesn't make sense to me.
I see. Well, I guess the best way to explain it is that there are very certain problems with this state and with this country as a whole.
What certain
I struggle
problems?
to
Will you please
disagree.
let
There
us
are
know
definitely
what these
very certain
problems are,
problems
so
with
we
the
can
state.
engage on the issues here?
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's let him continue, shall we? Maida?
Yes, the
Shove
problems.
off, Malloy.
The problems extremely align socially, in my opinion, but as well as economically. There is a complete downturn of employment, and there is a strong.
What if we just get up and walk away in frustration?
Frankly,
Like,
I think you're right. That unemployment needs to be solved by lowering taxes.
the fairy tale
Um,
solution, ladies and gentlemen.
Because that's gonna fix problems. The trickle down effect and such things.
How are you saying that with
You
a
know,
straight
letting-
face at this
letting-
moment,
letting wealthy
Malloy?
investors actually invest create jobs, hire people.
All
that
perfectly
seems
logical
very
because
reasonable.
ruthless capitalism definitely takes care of the poor and disadvantaged.
Yeah, I mean, it's a system of incentivization, just like the one we were talking about with education. To be honest,
Can we please stop?
I really
I don't
like
even wanna
the flat tax. I do because
Honestly,
I
wait,
think,
no,
I
wait,
think
stop.
Mr. Sagstetter. Yeah, I do.
Are we
999.
999?
Back on the
There you
cane
have it.
train,
lady. I was waiting for that. I wanted to say it though.
I like it a lot. Okay, so Mr. Sagstetter.
Wait, what was the guy's name who was just sitting in between us?
I think it was Sagstetter.
No, there was something about rhyming with money bags.
Oh shoot. Yeah, those posters that they had to take down.
Oh right,
nobody
because they had
really cares.
contained inappropriate language.
Nobody really cares. Let's talk about the flat tax. The flat tax. Giving business owners incentives to create jobs. You have to admit it.
An economist did an assessment of the flat tax, and it's just wildly unrealistic.
Oh, an economist. There's how many economists are there in the United States? There must be like hundreds of thousands. I mean, just because you seem to
999.
you like idealize you elevate these science to this like godlike status.
You just refer to economics as a science, which is like to put
The
that.
dismal science. Have you ever heard that before?
Yes, I have heard that.
Yes,
expression
it's a
before in my
science.
life. Yes, it is a science, but I think the real point is that the 999 plan is very ill thought out, and most economists think
Okay,
that
that's
there's no
your
basis
opinion.
in reality.
I think Virginia needs to create jobs, and
What is
in
this
one
tea
respect,
party or logic that
Mr.
you were using,
Sagstetter
Malloy?
is not a serious candidate. I'm
Mr.
wherever he is, he's
Mr.
not a serious
Wag.
candidate.
Mr. Wag.
But I do believe that he offers an innovative solution on this topic. Well, I think we've concluded for the day. So I thank you for your attention. I hope you'll tune back into BCI and other Fox News programming.
Thank you for tuning in.
And I'd like
ladies and
to
gentlemen.
thank the Bob for being on our show. It was excellent. All right. So long, America.